Muhammad is contradicting the prophets that came before him because God doesn't change. You agree?
Yes, God doesn't change.
So God has always been the Father. But then you're saying that, oh, well, when it came to Muhammad's time, God changed. And so now he's not the Father anymore. That's just not how this goes.
Well, God was never a real father, but it's just the way we address it is more specific now. I guess it's more specific now because
he was always a real father, bro. He's not a fake father. He's always a real father.
So now you're saying he's a real father.
Actually, let me show you in the Quran that actually the Quran says that this was bad to do even in the past. Like it was never okay to do this. So this chapter 9, verse 30, it says, the Jews say Ezra is the son of Allah. And the Christians say the Messiah is the son of Allah. That is their statement from their mouths. They imitate the saying of those who disbelieved before them. Allah destroy them, how deluded they are. So in the past, they used to say people are sons of God. In the past. And he says it was wrong to do that. That's a statement of disbelief.
Well, this is what I can tell you for sure, is that if you say that someone is a son of God in the sense that they're religious people, I know Solomon was referred to as son of God in the Bible also, and all these things. If they're not meant to be the literal begotten son of God, it's actually fine to say that. But we try not to do it to avoid confusion.
I'm going to cut that out too. The Quran cuts that out too. See, every excuse that you're making to make Allah a father in some sense, the Quran says no. No. I'm going to show you. So
it's like this. It's like this, bro. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
We're just going to read the Quran, okay? So this is now chapter 19. It says, they say the most merciful is taking a son.
Yeah.
All right? You have done an atrocious thing, disgusting thing. The heavens almost rupture, therefrom, and earth splits open and the mountains collapse in devastation that they attribute the most merciful a son.
Okay.
Appropriate for the most merciful that he should take a son. Here's the part right here. There is no one in the heavens and the earth that can come to Allah except as a slave. So can you figuratively come to Allah as a figurative son? No, you can only come to him as a slave. It eliminates any metaphorical, figurative, analogical meaning that he could be a father and you could be a son of his. No, you can only be a slave.
Okay, so you're reading the Quran directly and you're understanding it yourself.
Just by what it says, man. It ain't me.
Yeah, just by what it said. Yeah, I understand, bro. But like, you're going really deep right now. You're going into like linguistics and, what does father mean? You're going really deep. So if you're going to go deep, you have to look holistically. You got to look at what the scholars are saying too. You can't look at the Quran literally and you go superficial on the Quran, but on everything else, you're going pretty deep. I think, it's not fair because like, as I said, you're actually allowed to say someone is this. This is not what I'm saying, by the way. This is what scholars understand it. Like it's like, for example, if you look at Ahmed Deedat, right? Ahmed Deedat's debate, he would say that the Christians, no, not that he would say, he did say that the Christians misunderstand when the Bible refers to Jesus as Son of God because they take it as literal. Whereas there are many other prophets that are referred to as Son of God and they're not literal, and that's fine. Ahmed Deedat said that's fine that David was Son of God in a sense because it's not a begotten sense,
Let me stop you right there because that's false, but let me stop you. Is Ahmed Deedat, when he says that, is he in line with the Quran?
He's a scholar, bro. Like he knows more. He knows more than you, man.
I don't care what title he has. Is he in line with the Quran?
But the Quran is not supposed to be taken without context. You gotta.
We read it in its context. It is clear.
What I meant by context is that you got to know Arabic. You got to know the Semitic understanding of the Quran.
There's nothing else that you need to do. My brother, you said you don't
Okay.
speak Arabic?
I do not speak Arabic.
So I feel sorry for you then, because you can't even understand your book. You're telling me I can't read the Quran in my tongue, in my language, and understand what the Quran is saying and get the message that Allah wants me to receive. I have to know Arabic. And not only do I have to know Arabic, I have to also be a scholar. I have to be certified to even read this and understand it and receive the message Allah wants me to receive. How ridiculous is that?
Look, bro, like if you want to practice Islam, you want to live the life of a Muslim, you don't need to be a scholar. You can pray 5 times a day. You can worship the one true God. You can understand the stories of all the prophets.
So I can worship the one true God and read the Quran in my language and understand who the true God is?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So when we read the Quran plainly, even in our language, is Allah a father in any sense?
That's what I'm saying. He's a father in the sense of a caretaker, man. Is a father, not a caretaker.
Right,
Is a father, not someone who...
So this is what I want you to do, since we're going to be dishonest and we're going to play games.
I'm not dishonest.
I want you to show me a verse. So I showed you the verses where it's disbelief to say that God is your father, even in the past, and you can only come to him as a slave. I showed you clear context of your Quran. I quoted you verses. So now I want the same. I want you to show me where the Quran says that Allah is a father in the sense that he's a caretaker. Show me where the Quran says that, and you got me.
Okay, so I told you that Muslims refer to God as Rabb, right? And you know this? I'm going to bring the verse.
If you bring up the word Rabb one more time, I'm going to just have to end the conversation. Seriously.
Okay. No, I'm going to bring it up one more time, but please don't end it.
I will end this conversation. Because we already put away, we're not talking about Lord. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Father. So stop playing games, dude. Bring up Rob one more time. It's over. We're done. Because I can see that you're disingenuous and you're playing games. Seriously.
Okay.
Show me the verse where Allah is called Father.
Okay, God logic. Can you come down real quick? I'm going to show you, okay? But you also have to be genuine. You also cannot be dishonest. Okay? If I can show you that there is a verse in the Quran where the parents, literal parents that give birth to you, they use the word Rabb to refer to them also. Would that satisfy your criteria?
Nope.
But the parents use the word Rabb here. And you're saying that, and you know that God is also referred to as Rabb. Parents, God, Rabb.
Are all Lord's parents?
No, but all parents are Rabbs.
So all parents are Rabbs. That's a lie. Show me the verse where it says all your parents are Lords. Show me. The stakes our friends go to commit shirk is astounding to me. It'll never cease to amaze me.
Okay. Quran chapter 17, verse 24.
Read it. Oh wait, you're on your thing. Never mind. 17:24?
Yes.
All right. So, and lower to them the wing of humility out of mercy and say, my Lord, have mercy upon them as they brought me up when I was small.
Okay. Do you want to read the transliteration of that? Like, how does it sound in Arabic? Can you?
Who's being spoken to?
Just Muslims in general. God is telling the Muslims, be humble with them, aka your parents, out of mercy and pray.
And lower to them the wing of humility out of mercy and say, my Lord, have mercy upon them as they brought me up when I was small.
Yeah. So in Arabic...
Where does it say that all parents are Lords?
Here's the thing. In Arabic, if you read that, it says, Rabbi, meaning my Lord, arhamhuma, have mercy, kama Rabb.
Who's the Lord?
Kama Rabb.
Who's the Lord that gives mercy?
Listen to this. The word Rabb is being used in 2 senses here. In the sense of God and the sense of the parent.
Thanks for coming. Imagine the lengths you got to go to make this stuff up. Show me where Allah is called Father, since you want to deny all the verses in the Quran that he's not a father in any way, shape, or form. You still want to say he's a father. Okay, show me the verse. You know what, Logic? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where people are praying to Allah as their Lord for mercy upon people who brought me up. I'm not going to give you what you asked for, but I'm I'm going to give you something that you didn't ask for and pretend like it answers your question. Pretend like it satisfies your request. Have a good day, bro.